I'm Jesse Blom. I'm the executive director of the Green Heart Project, and we're a local nonprofit here in Charleston. We build school gardens and urban farms and use them as places for learning and community building. Green Heart's been around since 2009. We're about 15 years old, and we started as an all-volunteer group of people, some neighbors who wanted to pitch in and help a local school with a school garden project. Over the years, we've grown. We work now with 18 different schools all around Charleston, and we've got a headquarters, which is an urban farm in downtown Charleston. The scope, in terms of the geographic scope that we have, is really awesome. We get to work with schools in all parts of Charleston. Where we got a school all the way out in Wabmalaw we work with, Sullivan's Island, Mount Pleasant, North Charleston. I mean, we're headquartered downtown, so we've got a cluster of schools down there. But it's really great to see the diversity of people through our garden projects all around the city. So that's really neat. And then also growing in terms of the impact that we have. You know, with the farm project downtown, we're able to produce food at a scale where we're actually feeding the neighborhood, which is really fun, you know, whereas in the past we've been in smaller garden projects which are impactful in their own way, but it's fun to be able to produce at some level of scale.
Yeah, when we first partnered, we didn't really have an idea of funding a garden right across the street. That's just kind of happened over time, and it worked out really well. It was a beautiful green space that wasn't well used in the city of Charleston. The green space is limited in Charleston, so when these guys even came to us a couple of years ago and mentioned it, we were super excited about it, because it's nice. It's kind of the fruits of your labor, which kind of ties into their whole mission in teaching kids that, you know, you get down dirty, learn where the food is coming from, and just have a little more educated community on that. My name is Fleming. I'm one of the owners at Revelry Brewing. We are a 10-year small craft brewery in Charleston.
Partnering with Revelry Brewing, we've been partnering with them for 10 years now since they opened. And they opened next to a school that we were partnering with, so it was sort of a natural point of connection. And we've been celebrating with them every year with a block party that we put on. And we get up to 2,000-3,000 people that come to the block party every year, and it's a whole audience for us that we wouldn't normally reach. So we obviously benefit from it financially. It's a fundraiser, but we're also able to interact with people about our mission who wouldn't otherwise know about it.
We've always wanted to partner with local businesses, and we do it all the time. Our relationship with them was organic, in that we'd see kids crossing the park every day, going to the community park community garden that they had built, and it was an easy connection to start working with them. And, you know, I think the most important thing is you don't always have to partner with something that's very close to you. You can partner with stuff that's a little further away and reaching kids that, you know, could really appreciate the opportunity. I think it's our job just to set a good example. I think a lot of times maybe businesses like to take pictures in front of big checks. And you know, that's kind of a funny thing to say, but to us it just makes sense to do whatever we can to bring the community tighter and closer together, and that could be everywhere from having a couple beers to teaching kids about where food actually comes from.
You know, we give kids a chance to have a little bit of a different experience at school than they usually would have. So getting kids outside and learning in the outdoors, and then learning where their food comes from. It's not something that's, you know, baked into the State Department of Education plan. So being able to provide that value added to the schools is really awesome. And then not to mention giving kids a sense of ownership of the growing process of the food. It really builds confidence, which I think is something that you know, all kids need as part of their education program. So that's where I think we bring value, is just enhancing the education system, and then building a sense of community along the way, where, you know, volunteers, students, and family members can all rally around a particular project.